Cake, the epicenter of any wedding. East Africa's Cake Baker of the Year, Joybells Cake Centre is at it again. When Mr. and Mrs. Mwangi approached Joybells Cake Centre to bake their wedding cake, they were in for a surprise of a lifetime. For the first time ever, couples will be taken through a journey to bake their own wedding cake.
How are you? Welcome to Joybells. I'm Ian, the manager here. So karibuni sana, and you'll have a lot of fun being involved in your own cake. You'll see what we do, the nitty-gritties, everything will be involved. So feel free and feel like you're at home here. Ask any question as much as you want. Ask this, why, that. We will explain everything, and karibuni.
I feel very excited, happy about it. Okay, I've never baked myself. I cook very little, do a little cooking. So I'm happy to do the baking. My wife is good at that, so she'll be in a better position to help me out. Yeah.
This is great, and doing our own cake for our wedding, it feels, I'm so excited about it. Yes, I do cook but not cakes, so this is an amazing process.
Then they are taken to the bakery where the entire mixing of their cake is done depending on what type it is.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And I like that you're properly dressed for the work and you're ready. Are you ready?
We are.
Good. This is how we are doing your cake. Are you happy to be involved in your cake making? Yes. Not every bride gets that opportunity. So in the baking, we have already scaled our flour. Here we have some spices. Our wedding cake, we have spices. If you didn't know, we have already measured and weighed fruit. This is what we are doing with the fruit. It's already soaked in rum and ready to go. We have eggs here. We have this we call caramel. It's a syrup, a sugar syrup. And of course we have our sugar. Good. So we start by weighing. Our weighing scale is very important, even in your kitchen later after this, yeah? So we expect that you'll bake a cake in your house one day, so always buy a weighing scale. So we'll start by sifting the unga because we talk health. Make sure you're giving this gentleman and your family the very best, and he can be helping you.
As you know, when you plan for the wedding has to have a cake, and you have to choose from the best. That's why we chose Joybells. And we are excited for this process that we're actually involved.
So the other thing, the baking part, you start with the wet ingredients first. They are the ones that go into the mixer, always.
Okay.
Why? So that when you now put the dry ingredients later, the mixing is proper. So that if you can imagine, if you start with the dry ingredients to the mixer, what happens, they are not, inabaki huko na unga. So we are going to take our eggs. We start the baking process now. Okay. Yes, all of it. That's okay. So then take the sugar, the head of our baker. Where's the mixer? So that it is okay. I with the other, it has to fit in the right place. Then you secure it. It doesn't have to be as big as ours. It can be the small hand mixer. Yes.
After the baking is done, they do a decoration of their own cake which sometimes can be very hard.
Now, Juliet and Lawrence, we are happy. Here you meet Derek. He's involved in the inner dressing of the cake before the final coating, like you can see. Yeah? We are going to use this cake. This is the one that is going to your parents. Yeah? So this is what we are going to do. Initially, Derek will help us and show you how to crab coat. This process we call it crab coating. We have 2 pieces of cake that will go one on top of the other, like that. As you can see, they are different flavors. Yeah, both of them, and they are nice, man. Yeah. Yes. So this is where we start the business of decorating cakes. So Derek.
Okay, the cake should be moist. So it's sugar syrup. So just small. Don't put a lot. Then you get your filling. It's a blueberry filling. To the center.
This is the most important part, because if a cake is not decorated, it's not a cake.
Yes. Yes.
And that is a mixture of what and what?
This is
It's buttercream.
Buttercream.
Yeah,
Yes.
prestige
And then we
icing.
have added a little bit of blueberry.
The blueberry filling. Yeah. So just like that. You take your next cake. Put it on top. Make sure it's aligned. So that should be smooth, you see? It should be aligned. Then it's time to concoct. Can you try?
Yes.
We do like this. Continue.
It's for turning for you. Yeah. I hope she's getting it right, so that she'll have to do this again at home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
The beauty of it is that you have to do it both of you together.
Yeah.
And that
Not
is what we
just-
hope. That is what we hope to achieve. Not her. Both of you.
so I better get also the instructions right. Yeah.
This side.
Yeah. That's it.
Can you play with
So now, do you think cake making is an easy thing? Not really. Now you know. Yeah? So when you are bargaining, can we bargain upwards now again?
Since we helped part of it, I think we should go downwards.
Good. I think we are done. And then you finish with the top. Derek can help us to smoothen it out. You see the way it's easy for a
Yeah.
professional. Yes. Wow. The idea of crab coating is to put the loose crumbs together so that it helps in now the final decor of the cake. This here is called fondant. There's a process of making it, but that we will teach you after your honeymoon. So after your honeymoon, kindly come back to Joybells, and we will be kind enough to teach you how to make this. So that it's what we use to cover your cake. Yeah, it's made of sugar. It has some gelatin inside. It has some glucose syrup and blah 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 and some flavors just to make it yummy and nice. So this is what we use to cover your cakes. So this is corn flour. You just dust kidogo tu kama chapo nicely. And so we will ask you, because you are an expert in chapati, you roll this.
Yeah.
Yes.
a good circle. Easy. Turn. Turn it. No, don't.
You don't turn like chapo, one side.
Just tilt it.
He's an expert in chapati also.
Ah, yeah. So.
Assist.
But it seems your chapatis never go round.
Not Zake.
So what we are going to do, we are going to start it all over again. Now, we are going to let Derek do it. Yeah?
So you don't use the normal flour, you use corn flour.
For rolling. Yeah, that one we use corn flour. And then, when you are rolling, you have to make sure it is the size of the cake. Look at the cake that you're going to cover and just roll enough to that size. Huh? What we call eyeballing. Eyeball. Yes, vile tu unasema chapati unataka itoshe kwa pani yako. Ndio. Haya. So, let's say it has to be a good, not very thick. Make it as thin as possible so that when in your cake, you see it when you're cutting your cake, you don't want to eat a product that is so big. Yeah? You want to have a cake big, and you can see the cake is, isn't it?
So I'm going to use the white one with these cutters. We have different sizes, so we are going to use the 4 sizes. So you're supposed to roll it out. Okay. It's supposed to be very thin. Yes. Because the flour is supposed to be very light. You continue as you dust. Ndio isishike chini. Very deep. Now that's enough. We have to start with this. You're supposed to follow the sizes.
Yeah.
This paper, you're supposed to use it after you cut, you put them under to avoid them drying up. Yes, like that. Now from there, them being under, you can choose the size that you want. We have this, it's called an embosser. We are going to use it to put veins. You see how it's veined? Yeah. It's going to give us this
shape now. Because I was wondering when you cut like that, how is the shape going to come out? So use the emboss.
Yeah. Before that, you're supposed to make a band. And it's like a cupboard, it's like a body. Even when you check this, it has, it will enable the flour to be firm.
It's just that you roll like that? Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay, so you just make it a ball like that way. You can just do it. It's a small one. A ball like that. And then you're placing one side like that. See that way. It's a cone. Yes, that way you get it.
Perfect.
Now from there, we will start with the smallest, and that is this one. Put it here, and then you try it. I'm waiting. That way. You see, it's changed.
Ah, nice.
Do like 2. You see, that way. I know from there. Like so. Place the other side.
Sit down here.
No, this way. The sharp side. Unafaa tuiende au the right side.
You saw the strength there.
So here we have our ready gum, which is made of CMC and water.
CMC and water.
Yes. So continue pressing the other side. So when you press all of them, you're supposed to have them here. Unaweka kako like that. All of them together. The smallest size is the one to start with. So you're supposed to kuweka kabisa, kuweka kabisa, so that it's not similar. We are making a ball. Same with this. You're supposed to start just with 2. 2 is enough. You see like that. Now from there, tutaziweka tu.
Therapeutic. Therapeutic.
The process is it's awesome. Yeah, you just see flowers, and now I'm doing a flower. I see the God-made, but I'm doing now the artificial one.
You have finally witnessed your cake. Wedding cake was processed from start to finish. And I am sure you have enjoyed being part of it, because one of the flowers that you have taken part in making is going to feature prominently in your wedding cake. How do you feel about that? It's awesome. Sometimes brides ask us, is it edible? Now you know that it is fully edible.
It is good to be there when this process is happening. It is just awesome, and you feel so good that you're doing your own cake.
This is your flower now, and what we are going to do finally, we use toothpicks. Give me a toothpick. Or skewers. We wait for it to dry. This one is already dry. So what we are going to do, just put a toothpick there. Now let's go to the cake itself. I can show you this one. So we are going to identify where to put a flower in your cake. Normally, we identify the front side. And now this is our front side, yeah? So it's easy to just put your flower there. She's fearing, you see? This is what we go through.
Because I don't want to break it.
You hold it like a baby. Good. You see? Thank you. So this is where we'll complete the picture. With Esther will complete the full laying out of the flowers, but this will be the base. Yeah. Remember, it's a big flower that is coming up to the top. So we are going to add the petals one after the other until it forms that beautiful formation. So generally it's a lot of work. I am sure you have witnessed that. And that's why we ask that brides also be kind to bakers, yeah, couples. When you now, I know the next wedding that you witness or you be involved in, you will talk about cake bakers in a nice way, so that usibagain sana, because we also do a lot of work. You have witnessed,
It's a lot of work.
yeah.
Mr. and Mrs.
Mwangi.
I wish you all the best as you wait for the big day. Yes, and we are going to complete it in a very beautiful way. Yeah, so that when you see it there, your hearts will be. Yeah.
Yes.
I feel honored and privileged to come and share the joy on this day, where they are going to show us how they'll be working together, or they have been working together to grow their home and to make their dreams come true. Because they have all along had dreams,
Yes.
and their dreams to remember. They'll be remembering them. The theme, and especially for the man,
Yes.
I think is wonderful.
Yes.
We are reminding him, or you have reminded him, that he carries the weight of the whole family.
Amen.
And he should honor it,
Yes.
and that weight,
Yes.
and he should respect it, remembering that there is somebody who is sitting on him, and there will be other branches, or already there are branches,
Yes.
that will be feeding from him for them to grow.
Yes.
And it's upon him to sustain all that responsibility.
Yes,
Mwenye nyumba.
Yes. Thank you very much
Yes.
for inviting us.
Yes.
It's not what we expected. We just thought the process is very simple. For myself, I thought it's a very simple process. I think the critical point is the mixing part. That one, if you mess up everything, even when you go to the finishing part, you will spoil the initial part.
cake. Yes.
So that was very critical, and it's been done very well.
Thank
We
you.
like the staff, how they do it, the beautification part. Fabulous.
Good. And we're happy about it. What was your experience, Juliet?
My experience was great. Because for me, I only see cakes, but now having done it myself, it is just awesome.
Yes.
Myself, I was thinking the flowers are flesh flowers, but now the process of doing the flowers is just
Amazing.
amazing. It's not a simple process, but it's not a simple practice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it is amazing how it is usually done. The flower is edible. For those people who think that flowers are not edible, they are.
Yes, because you mentioned to me
Yes.
that you thought your cake will have plastic flowers.
Yes.
You never imagined
I
they
never
would be
imagined
edible.
that. Yeah.
Now you know.
Yes. And for me, I'm going to come for classes. Because
Wow.
this is just, it's an awesome process that ladies, please come learn. And for those who are getting married, please get involved in this. It is just beautiful when you do it.
Thank you. What would be your advice now, both of you, to those people who are contemplating yet to come to Joybells, to choose us to make their wedding cakes?
Joybells is the place to be. For those who are learning, come running and come learn.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much. And God bless you. We are happy. Now we know you're busy people. We really would like to release you. Every time I go to a wedding, or we take a cake like this to a wedding, and it's that time for the bride to come and cut cake. We have had issues of people around the cake table, either the bride, the cake matron, asking, are the flowers edible? Tutoe maua kwanza. Is this going to be eaten? You know, those questions. And I thought, why not involve them in the baking process, in the decorating process, so that they also get to feel, to have a feel of the cake even before it goes to the ground. Right now, we have had the couple here. We have involved them in the baking process, the decorating process, like basically all the processes that are involved to complete the work. So we just thought it's a good idea so that they enjoy also the process and also get to eat some cake in the process before the wedding day. You know, sometimes the wedding day is so with a lot of issues. The couple also don't get to enjoy their cake. Yeah.
finally, we have a cake.
The cake is in the car, ready for a ride to the venue, and we are happy. Ian, are you happy?
Very happy.
I think the details are good.
I'm happy and I appreciate the work done.
What will you tell the couple? Represent Joybells and tell the couple something.
What I can say, I wish all the best. Today now will be one thing. God bless.
Amen.
From Joybells Cake Centre.
Very nice, no damage. You can't worry.
That offers sweetness, a smile, and satisfaction.
And it is a beautiful day. I really love it. Everything from touch here to the reception. Everything. I don't know what to have to say about the cake now.
Just as you said, yes. The wedding was outstanding. Everything, including the cake. Love it. But first, when you saw the one thing, you didn't know the outcome. But when you saw it, was wow. Nice one.
Yes, and all I can say the cake was just good. Everything was just that your cake was enough. Yes, yes, but I have a piece of cake from my who was coming back from school today. Yes, part of the head so I saved him a piece of cake. Yes, thank you so much. And we are so grateful and we are happy to be you fed us. We are happy Joybells did our cake. Yes, thank you. Smiles, sweetness, satisfaction. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Joybells Cake Center. Sweetness, smiles, satisfaction.